Most people think feeling behind in life means you failed, that you're slow, unmotivated, or somehow not good enough. But psychology shows something very different. Some of the people who feel most behind are actually the most intelligent. Not because they're incapable, but because their minds work in ways the world isn't built for. Here's why intelligent people often feel like everyone else is ahead of them. 1. They see the whole timeline, not just the moment. Intelligent minds don't just think about now, they think long-term. While others are focused on quick wins, money, status, milestones, intelligent people are quietly asking, is this the right path? Where does this actually lead? What's the cost of choosing wrong? Psychologists call this future-oriented cognition. It's the ability to mentally simulate outcomes far ahead. The problem? When you see further, you move slower, not because you're lost, but because you refuse to rush into a life that doesn't make sense. 2. They compare depth, not speed. Most people measure progress by visible markers: jobs, relationships, titles, money. Intelligent people measure something else entirely: meaning, alignment, internal growth. So while others seem to advance quickly, intelligent minds feel stuck because they're asking deeper questions no one else is asking. Psychology calls this high self-referential thinking. You're not behind, you're just playing a different game, one that doesn't reward speed, but clarity. 3. They overestimate how far others have it figured out. Here's a brutal psychological truth. Intelligent people assume others know what they're doing. They see confidence, decisiveness, momentum, and think, everyone else has a plan, why don't I? But research shows the opposite. People with lower cognitive complexity often feel more certain because they don't see all the variables. This is the Dunning-Kruger effect in reverse. The smarter you are, the more aware you are of uncertainty, and awareness feels like being behind, even when it's actually wisdom. 4. They delay commitment until it feels right. Intelligent people hate premature decisions. They don't want any career, they want the right one. They don't want any relationship, they want one that actually fits. Psychologists call this decision paralysis through analysis. While others commit fast and adjust later, intelligent people wait, sometimes too long. From the outside, it looks like hesitation. From the inside, it's integrity. But the cost is feeling left behind while you're still searching for something real. 5. They are highly aware of their own potential. This one hurts the most. Intelligent people don't feel behind because they think they're incapable. They feel behind because they know what they could be. They see versions of themselves that never happened, paths they didn't take, abilities they haven't fully used. Psychologists link this to counterfactual thinking, mentally replaying alternate futures. It creates a quiet pressure. I should be further by now, not because society says so, but because you do. The truth no one tells you. Feeling behind isn't always a sign of failure. Sometimes it's a sign that your mind refuses to live shallowly, that you won't accept a life just because it looks good from the outside. Intelligent people don't move fast, they move deliberately. And while that can feel isolating, it's often the reason they end up building lives that actually make sense to them. Most people will hear this and still measure themselves by timelines that aren't theirs. But if this felt uncomfortably accurate, you're not behind. You're just thinking deeper than most. And if you want psychology that explains the parts of your mind people rarely talk about, subscribe. Because here, we don't talk about motivation. We decode the mind.